Alright, what's up, guys? I'm re-recording this because I kind of yapped a little bit longer than I should have. But this is gonna be probably a long video. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'm just gonna yap and we're gonna talk about everything I 100% feel like, think, whatever the word you want to use is, should, like, needs to be changed. Okay, this is not a question. It just needs to be done because if not, the game's gonna be cheeks. Okay. And we're gonna start with demon wedges. Um, when you're farming demon wedges, they should just be doubled. The drop should be doubled at base. Okay. This game's supposed to be a chill game, a calm game, right? And you're not gonna get gold demon wedges. Like, it took me like a week to get gold wildfire. That's full swiping, whatever, right? A casual player is not gonna do that. Okay. The demon wedges should be double dropped at base, where they want to make it so that, hey, if you do the first couple ones you do, there's like a 500% bonus, right, a day, right, and there's like a daily limit. I don't really mind that, right, and then after that, like, you can use the commission manuals, right. I don't mind that, right, but there needs to be something that allows you to farm these faster, because at the current rate that this is, by the time the next sets of demon wedges comes out, these are going to be all irrelevant, and you're not even going to farm them. So what's the point? Okay, and like half of these are going to be irrelevant. The next thing is demon wedges don't have like appropriate setups for some characters. Like, some characters straight up don't have support. Like, I heard that there are no electric demon wedges, right?
It seems hatred hasn't
That like
your judgment.
work with Sybil. Like, I think she scaled off a defense or something, and there's no defense scaling one. That's what I heard. And so that's one thing. I don't really mind that, right? Because I don't know Sybil, but I know the fire set. I can tell you this, right? Like, all of these suck meat on her. For her, you want HP and skill damage, right? And maybe HP and duration. There's no Covenanters that give you that. Attack and duration, right? And all this. There's nothing that gives you that. Right? The only one that gives you HP is HP and skill range. So great, at least you can have a fatter circle. But HP works less than skill damage on her. Like, so what's the point of getting her? And then if you have her C1, it's like, okay, well, now you don't get more range for your C1, so it doesn't even matter. Because your C1 isn't based off your circle, it's based off of 6 meters, so nice, you have no damage, who cares? Um it's really lame and it sucks. Like, sure, having a bigger circle is cool and just standing there and doing nothing, but you're gonna have a bigger circle and it's lame. Like, it's cheeks. So one simple solution I would say is, I think all Covenanters should just not have an element tied to it. Honestly, it shouldn't be Covenanters Blaze Inspo, right? Right? It should just be Covenanters Inspo, right? And then this one, right, it should be, right, all of these, like, because I'm trying to see if I can find something similar. Tap, but because a lot of these characters have stuff that work, right? So Blaze stand fast, right? Covenanters Blaze stand fast, right? Like, stuff like that, right? Because that's literally the same thing over here. It's Eternity, Blaze Inspo, right? Yeah, like Blaze stand fast. It should just be stand fast. It should, right? It should just be Covenanters, right? And then it shouldn't matter. Honestly, they shouldn't have it tied to elements. I think it's such a stupid system, because if you want to keep the current system the way it is, right, it takes too long, and if you want to do different characters, it's going to take forever. They're not paying it, so it's not like you can do it faster by swiping, right? I mean, I guess they are if you swipe for commission manuals, but even then, it's not even like crazy value. Like, you just can't buy the gold demon wedge itself, like, so it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just a pointless grind, I feel, and it doesn't even matter for most content in the game right now. But like, for the future, just make it so that these don't require like stupid elements and all this stuff. They're just all work for every character. I think it's a cool thing, but you know, just make all the Covenanters every character. These ones, these Giga ones, they can work for characters and stuff, sure. I think they kind of are like the set piece for characters. That's kind of fine. These ones, I mean, sure. I prefer just set elemental attack and whatever. I think it'd just be more chill or calm. But sure, this can stay like this. But it's just the way you grind these. You get them. They're static drops. So if you're farming inspo, you're getting them in a row, and so you're gonna have the same amount of inspos as you have eternity. So after I finished my wildfire, which I did, all these inspos, and let's say if I wanted to go full eternity, it's just not feasible. It's not feasible for like out of bajillion hours. And then by then, like, what's the point? You know, I can't even upgrade this blaze either. This blaze is just because it's attack. Yeah, that's all I'm saying about the Covenanters and stuff. And like, just give more fucking demon wedges that support stuff. But the bare minimum you can do is just make all these Covenanters work with everything. Because if you remove the elements from Covenanters, it would at least make it so that you're not dealing with nonsense. And I mean, even the weekly stuff, like if they remove the element for the Typhon's Prime set, honestly, I don't even think the weekly setup for these would be bad. But it's just bad because it's element tied, right? So maybe the Typhon shouldn't even have elements if you think about it. I think that's fine. I think these are fine because these are like you farm them and then you farm you use the what is it? The secret letters on them. These are fine. Like honestly, this wasn't even that bad of a grind. It was a little bit annoying, but if you did this over like a couple weeks and you worked for it, I could see this just being kind of chill. It wasn't that bad. Just hitting it on a little bit at a time. This one is just such a terrible grind. There's so many of these, and it's kind of pointless. So this system needs to be reworked. I definitely will not be giga grinding for these in the future. I'm just chilling on this. I don't care that much. Yeah, and I briefly touched on it. Like the weekly bounty system should either be removed for the Typhons if they want to keep the elements, which I think is kind of papega, but it's whatever. If they want to remove the element for these, like it probably just makes more sense. Like, and then you could keep your weekly system on it. You know, it's one or the other. Honestly, those are one of the two. I did the calculations for this. If you were to do this and you were to get lucky, and let's say it rotated like the Covenanters, right? The weekly ones of these, it would take you 33 weeks, 33.3 weeks to get everything to get 10 blueprints of everything. And that means you'd still have to farm them. And farming them is tough luck buster. Tough luck buster. Oh, they do rotate, so you just have to farm what? All of these times whatever. However much that is, like 500 to 1,000 runs, is my easy guess, because that's what it was for this. Yeah, so I think these should just be condensed. Just remove the element priorities from this. The element priorities from, I don't even hate it, but just remove it from the exploration as well. Just make basic ascension materials at the bare minimum. This stuff is kind of stupid and pointless. It makes no sense, really. The weapons kind of make sense, but these just don't make any freaking sense at all. Personally, and sure, it's like, oh, it removes like a feeling in the game, but it's just stupid grinding. And the half these element stuff tied to elements other classes want to use, other elements want to use, and so you have like no freedom in building. Like you have like fake freedom in building. So that's my take on it. I don't think the ascension materials matter, but definitely the Covenanters. And if they remove that for the Covenanters, then I don't think you really need to increase the amount of drops you have. But if you're going to keep the Covenanters the way you are, you have to make one Covenanter of every single type for every single element. And then you have to double the drop rates, because there's no freaking way you're going to be able to do that. And then it's just going to be like, what's the point of getting the next character if the next character is going to take me 3 months to build anyway? What's the point? And then the next character comes out. What's the point? What's the point? Like, really? A big feel thing here is a character shouldn't take you more than a month to max. That's the time frame for a lot of these mobile games, because that's the time the next character comes out, and then you want to build the next character. A character shouldn't take you more than a month, and by a month I mean like 2 hours a day max, because no normal person is gonna giga grind this, you know. I think that should be like their feasible time frame for a lot of this stuff, like, and yeah, if you want to swipe it and get it done in like a week, I mean that could be fine too, because that's fine, but it shouldn't be as ridiculous as it is. Do I care? No, I've done it. It's possible. It is what it is. It's just, is it consistently going to be fun, especially when more stuff gets added in the future and then pushes all this nonsense further back and then makes other stuff useless? It's like, what's the point? What's the point when Covenanter's Blaze Inspo comes out for a Hydro or whatever, and then it's like, okay, well now that's the best one on this character. Now I have to farm that one, but when I'm farming that one, all of the other ones that I have already stack on it. It's like, you know, it's crazy. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. I don't think farming for gold or demon wedges is very desirable or anything. I'd say, and so I don't even feel like I want to use my trace materials, because I use my traces on Lisbel, and it's like, okay, I'm using these on Lisbel, but I really only wanted to use the gold. The gold bait. Oh my god. Did I grief? What the heck? I didn't even notice this. Oh my god, that's why I did no damage. That's why I did no damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, anyway. That should get freaking fixed. So badly. Alright, the next thing is no Genimon limits. Honest, if people want to farm Genimon, let them farm Genimon. There's no point in limiting them. You're not pay gating them, and the only ones that are pay gated are the ones over there. I think anything that's like game progression, and it seems like it's their stance. Anything that's pay what is it? Time gated, that's progression. I just think it shouldn't be done. Just let people farm what they want, honestly. Like, it doesn't do anything to your game. It's not like making this a weekly thing that makes it better. Like, Chase is gas, so I don't know, like, you farm this, I don't even have to complain about gold, this, or Lumo coins ever since Chase farming became a thing. So like, honestly, those materials don't even matter. Like, people complain about Lumo coins. I feel like it's an early game thing, really. But once you start farming Chase, you'll never have to worry about any of those mats, and I'm pretty sure I could just create any weapon I want when I get the secret letter commissions for them, and I care about farming more weapons and trying out more weapons. The next thing is character skin color.
Here we go.
You should just be able to change the color of your character, just base. Because tell me, to buy a $200 skin just to be able to change your color from the gacha that only has 2 skins. So all these characters don't have skins, and you want to monetize your games with skins. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's $200 for a base model change. It's so stupid. It's so undercooked. And it's like they just put this in because they wanted money, really. And like, we don't want money, but it's so dookie. It's so dookie. It's so bad. This, and then this is just your farm. You get the character, or you get the currency to get the character. You're gotching for money. You're basically gambling. It's stupid. I don't even want to get into it. It's just stupid. It's lame. And these skins, right? This skin is $200. Because if you get lucky, sure, it's 0.3. You're not really getting lucky all that much. I'm gonna be frank. This, like,
Are you inviting me on a date?
it's not really much different than the normal skin.
Here we go.
Like, the big benefit of the skin is that you can color it. Like,
Butterflies just fluttered over with an invitation.
literally,
It told me there's a
right here,
ball in the woods full of violet.
right here, there's like 5 more frills and like some tattoos. That's really all there is. It's nothing crazy. This isn't $200 worth of skin. I'm not gonna lie. It's like $50 max, and it changes your color to blue. And I heard it bugs out when you go queue for them, so that's good too. $200 to not have your colors work too. So when you spend money on colors, it doesn't fucking work. It sucks. It does suck. It's stupid. The skins are stupid.
Samuel, here we go.
I don't want Lizbel to be a freaking Christmas wench, like a Christmas slut, whatever you want to call her. Like, I don't care. So I don't even have a skin on her. So it fucking sucks. I can't even customize her. Next thing is, I would change this right here, for the weapons. Greatsword, shotgun. I would just change that to damage dealt. It's attack. It's stupid. Just change it to damage dealt. It'll make everything super busted, and it'll literally just increase every single weapon in the game base. And then, like, if weapons need a buff from there, it can be worked from there. But just make it damage dealt, because damage dealt is OD busted, and it's probably like the best multiplier that this crap can have for what it is. Because like weapons don't have many access to multipliers, and so giving it damage dealt would literally make it so that the weapon damage boost, right, and then the weapon damage boost and then the damage boost adds up on it, and then the damage dealt will be the final multiplier that'll make it nuts. It'll be super good. The next thing is fixing projectiles in multiplayer. This needs to get fixed. Like, I can't put Pegasus on multiplayer, so half my multiplayer experience is ruined. Because being able to build up combo on Lizbel literally just makes her so much more fun, and I can't even play Lizbel to full potential in Chase, and so it just ruins my fun in Chase. I just want to be able to slam everything every half a second. I know Pegasus is broken, but it's the only shit that's actually fun in this game. I'm not gonna lie, because it's the only creative build. Like, you go over here, right? You equip your weapon, and then you just put continuity on it so that it lasts longer too, and it's so solid, it's so fun. This stuff, like, it's super cool. There's not many things that work like this in this game, and the fact that something janky like this works in this game is so freaking cool. I don't care. The next thing is infinite stages. Things should have infinite stages. Like, all of these, there should either be a rotating game mode like this that just like is level 80 and it's just infinite stage, and it's just above it, and it's just right here, it just says infinite, right? And it just infinite, and just make it like Serum or something. No one wants to freaking do the excavation or whatever. Just make it Serum, or if you want, you can make it rotate between all the infinite modes. I don't care. But just make it infinite, and make it scale, and make it give you more rewards, so at least it feels useful to do, so that people aren't always doing this because it's better. At least if you can do higher tiers of excavation, and let's say you go to excavation 15, it'll average more gold, so if you want more gold, it'll be useful. It's just something cool, so that you're not doing the same chase mission over and over again for those three things. The next thing is skill descriptions. These need to be fixed. These are so chopped. Like, right here, right, shooting damage is skill damage. It should also say weapon damage here. There are a lot of other things right here. It's not my job to test this and tell them every single one. They get paid to do this. They should definitely be able to figure this out. And I understand there's a big translation issue, but they can definitely fix this. They can definitely fix a lot of these. Because a lot of these are just weird, and some of them don't account for everything. Damage, please. Can you just, like, please? This is the best example I can give. It's something I always talk about. Increases damage dealt to enemies taunted by Hellfire. Damage boost 50%. Is damage dealt the same as damage boost? And if it is, why the fuck is it worded differently? Can we just, like, have this? Because if that means it, then that means Truffle's damage boost is damage dealt, and that means it's 75% at the end of the calculation. Or is damage boost the overlying term for fucking for skill damage, weapon damage, and yeah, skill damage and weapon damage. Like is that just like the blanket term that combines both of those, like, you know, and like attack or whatever? Like is that what it is? And then damage dealt is actually the Giga modifier? Because that makes sense. But I don't know. I don't really care to test it. I wanted to at some point. I don't really care to test it. This game, like, frankly, like, there's so much chalk stuff in it. And I enjoy it. I'm still gonna play it, but I'm definitely not gonna make as much content on it because it's so cooked, and like the grind, I'd rather just play this game, chill, and just do the grind on myself, but it's super duper draining. Like when you're grinding and then it's like, why am I grinding this when this stuff can get fixed in a week? I said this before, this shop is cheeks. I've just been buying the toy hammers just to speed up my progress. If there was something to buy, I wouldn't be buying the toy hammers. I'm gonna say that right now, but and these, because of course I'm buying these. I don't really care about these. You get these in game. It doesn't matter. Toy hammers, I really don't mind. I'm just kind of doing it for fun. And then like, yeah, like it's the only thing I care about. Like, so you're buying the pass. I mean, the pass has gotten a little bit better, honestly, because it gives you these every day, which is kind of cool. But I don't know. There's no point in playing the game every day if the game is cheeks. So those are some things I would change. I know they have an event coming up in November and some more content for sure, a new area and all that stuff. So I'm definitely excited for that. Well, end of November. But in terms of gameplay and all this stuff, as someone who's played this game for a while and is definitely level 80 and all this stuff, and like has a max lin and stuff, I'm still gonna be doing like my game, and I'm still gonna just mainly do these and then just use my daily greens that I get. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm just probably gonna get off. So there's no point in me streaming this anymore. There's no point in me really making content in it anymore. But I do think like all of these systems need to be addressed, because it really just makes it very disincentivizing to just build a lot of characters and try a lot of stuff out when these demon wedges are so cooked. So those are things that I will say, it's not even a feel. Those are things that need to get fixed. And yeah, this video's ranty. It's not concise. I don't really care. It's just, yeah. If you have anything else, I mean, just put it in the comments. It's, yeah. See you guys. Bye-bye. I'll probably make an update video if I find something cool or do something cool. But yeah, I won't be streaming this anymore for the time being. Bye-bye.